Hi, I'm Jessie, and I work with the Lisa Abbott team, and I'm back to you this month with another market update. Well, it's finally happened. This is the first video I've recorded in a long time that I can finally say the prices have dropped. Now, it's not time to hit the panic button yet if you're trying to sell, because it is still a strong seller's market. And it's not time to throw a party either if you're trying to buy. Although the average price dropped in March, it really only brought us back to the average prices of December of last year and January of this year. We're going to talk about whether February was the peak of the market in Durham Region, and if we're going to see further decreases in price, as well as how you should approach this market if you're going to be selling your home or purchasing one in the near future. And very quickly, before we jump into the video, Lisa and I are Oshawa Realtors, and we provide service all throughout the Durham region, Peterborough, Port Hope, and surrounding areas. If you want to be the first to know what's going on in those areas and you find our videos helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. If you have a question for us, hit the Calendly link in the description and book a call. We're always happy to help, and it's free. So in our last video about the market, we did mention that we were seeing a big increase in the amount of new homes that were being listed and a decrease in the number of showings. We also talked about how we noticed a lot of homes either A, not selling for what they would have in late January, early February, or B, not receiving any offers or not accepting any offers on offer date and coming back with a new adjusted price. Now with March's stats out, we have the numbers that reflect that. The average home price in Durham Region actually dropped 6.5%, or roughly $80,000 down to $1.148 million. And in Durham Region, there were 2,473 new listings in March, which is up significantly from the 1,613 that we saw in February. So with this fluctuation and talks of a correction in the market, the trend we're noticing now is people talking about trying to time the market and make sure they're buying at the bottom. To some, it might sound easy, but the reality is you shouldn't really be basing your real estate decisions off of trying to time the market. Real estate is a long-term investment, and most people are in their homes for 5 years or longer. And truth be told, if you are in your home for 5 years or more, you'll likely benefit from appreciation anyway. I'm not telling you that you should buy now or sell now, because that's going to depend on your specific situation and area. What may be the right time for you might not work for somebody else. But I am going to explain why trying to time the market doesn't work. First, there's a lot of talk of people trying to wait for the market to cool down so that they can take advantage of lower prices. But if everybody's trying to wait it out and then jumps in at the same time, you're just creating that demand again. And that surge in demand just leads to more offers on each home and ultimately an increase in price again. Something else to consider is interest rates. We all know the interest rates are going to continue to go up. We have a 0.5% increase coming April 13th, and with every increase, you'll qualify for less, and you might not end up having the same buying power that you thought you had. The other thing to be aware of is you don't know when the bottom of the market is until it's passed. It's the same for people trying to sell. As of right now, February looks like it was probably the peak of the market. But how do we know that? Well, because we're in April, and since February, we've seen a decrease in the average sale price of homes. There was a flood of people who saw the prices in January and February and decided they wanted to cash in, and so they listed their properties in March. Unfortunately, they were shocked when they saw offers come in much lower than expected. That's why out of the 2,473 homes listed in March, 828 of them either suspended, terminated, or came back with a price adjustment. This also means that homes are taking longer to sell, with an average of 7 days on market in Oshawa as opposed to the 5 days in February. Now, this may seem insignificant because it's just a couple days, but when you look at the bigger picture and consider all of the data, there is a difference. However, it's important to realize that you're probably going to be selling and buying in the same market. Unfortunately, you can't go back and sell for February prices and expect to purchase at April prices. We hear it all the time from people who sold their homes 6, 8, 12, 18 months ago that they should have waited because they would have gotten more money from their home. But the reality is you make your decision when the time is right for you, not trying to time the market because it just as easily could have gone the other way. Not to mention, if those people bought into a more expensive home, there's a big chance they might not have qualified for that because home prices tend to increase in percentages. In January, we had somebody reach out to us who sold their home and has been trying to buy for over a year. He received bad advice from somebody who told him to hold out and wait until the market crashes. But home prices continued to increase 30 to 40% during that time. And even with the recent decrease, he's still completely priced out of the market he's trying to buy into. And stories like this are heartbreaking. So the question shouldn't be, are we at the bottom? Is this the lowest the prices will go? Or are prices going up? Or have we missed the peak? The question should always be, is my current home working for me? Is now the right time for me to make a move? Can I afford to make this transition now? And am I ready? I hope this gave you some food for thought, and thank you so much for sticking around until the end. There's links in the description to our free home buyer's guide. And if you have any questions about the market in Durham Region and what it's doing, click the Calendly link below and book a call with Lisa and I. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!